Welcome to The Complete Athlete, a series for athletes who first understand the importance that mental toughness plays in their sport. Second, who want to have more control over their emotions, both on and off the field. Third, for athletes who want to decrease their chance of injury. And finally, this series is for athletes who want to increase their mobility, coordination, endurance, and overall strength. Every podcast in this series covers the key components a successful athlete needs mentally and will be followed by either a short clip targeting the most common problem areas for athletes or a full yoga class that helps connect mind and body, helping create the complete athlete. For more information, go to www.ishawarriors.com/complete-athlete-info. This is Monday Mindset with Isha Warriors, episode 28, Fearless. Aloha! My name is Ali Lothane. I've been empowering and inspiring others through yoga for over 15 years, specializing in yoga for teens. If you are ready to live life to the fullest and love it along the way, let's enjoy the journey together. Aloha! Happy Monday, y'all. Do you like that I just took you from Hawaii to Indiana in a matter of seconds? What can I say? I'm a hodgepodge of everywhere I've lived, and I love it. So we are in week 5 of our Yoga for Athletes series, and before I jump into Fearless, I want to give a shout out to 2 people. First off, Shelly, my college professor in Salt Lake City, Utah. Thank you so much for sharing mental toughness with all of your soon-to-be teachers out there in the workforce. I love that you brought this program to them. And a big shout out to Lindy in Cape Town, Africa, my fellow yoga instructor who is feeling the pull to work with teens. I am just excited for you, and I pray that God blesses you in your efforts. How amazing. I just visualizing teen warriors dotting the planet. Wouldn't that be just amazing to be connected in such a way, doing these similar things, striving for light and love and connection? I believe that each one of us can make a difference. So may God bless your efforts in making a difference today and being fearless in whatever sphere of influence you have in your life right now. Being fearless. Oh, fear lives in the future. Okay. Sam Snead, who was a professional golfer, said of all the hazards, fear is the worst. Fear makes us fret, panic, freeze. Fear keeps us living small. Fear feels like butterflies in your stomach, like wanting to throw up, like you want to cry or breathe in very short spurts. It sends your heart racing. It makes your body feel tight. Fear is the worst. I do not like it. I do not like it, Sam. I do not like it in my life. But it is a part of life. Today you will learn how to let fear come along for the ride in your journey without letting it steer the course of you and your career. Fear is a part of life. But today you're going to learn how to let fear come along for the ride without steering the course. Today I'm going to talk about 4 ways to help you move through fear. Then I'm going to give you about 7 examples of common fearful thoughts. And then 7 thoughts you can try on to replace those so that you can move to a place of empowerment and confidence in your game and in your life. Don't get me wrong, fear is essential when you're in danger in the present moment. The problem is, most of the time, our thoughts of the future is what is generating that needless fear in the present moment. This fear floods our bodies and our brains with unnecessary dirty pain and sticky thoughts. And if this is the first you have ever heard me talk about dirty pain and sticky thoughts, I am going to put in show notes, episode number 4, so you can learn more about what those are. Life-changing, right there. Understanding dirty pain and sticky thoughts. Okay, so the 4 things we're going to talk about moving through fear is 1, handshake your fear. 2, breathe deep. 3, try on new thoughts. 4, visualize success. All right, so number 1, to gather courage, handshake your fear. I saw that quote the other day and I just love that. I keep thinking that, Allie, what is your fear? Okay, go handshake it, like go meet it. You can't hide from it. It's, the more you try to avoid it, the bigger its presence will become in your life. There's your fear. Go gather your courage and reach out your hand. Go give it a handshake. If you do not take the time to be self-aware of what your fears are, you allow them to take the driver's seat just by not putting any effort in. When irrational fear is in control, what happens? We make rash decisions, hasty mistakes. We feel paralyzed. We feel panicked. None of these things are ideal when competing or in living a full life. So, number 1 is be honest with yourself and identify your fears. Write them down. Write down what your body feels like when you're scared. Write down when the fear crops up, when you are most likely to feel fear. And reach out your hand and say, hello, fear. I'm glad we finally met. Okay, and once you meet that fear, I want you to take a deep breath. Fear lives in the future and exists in our thoughts. Fear is a choice. It doesn't feel that way, but it is. Fear is a choice. Breathing deeply and mindfully is a simple tool that literally helps you choose to come back into the present. Your breath will pull you back to the present. Sit up straighter right now. Just try it. Sit up straighter. Roll your shoulders back and down. Breathe in deeply for 4 counts. Send that inhalation all the way down to your belly. Notice how your body expands. Pull the belly button into the spine and exhale slow and smooth for 6 counts out. 4 counts in. 6 counts out. Keep breathing mindfully. Stay with me. Feel the calm of the present moment in this very breath. We have learned in episode 26 in the zone how powerful being in the present is. In the present, there's no fear, no pressure. In this space, you are in control. Number 3, once you have met your fear, gotten to know it better, and are able to bring yourself into that space of control with your breath, you're in a position to try on new thoughts. And then visualize success. Visualize doing those things, those new thoughts, and living in that scenario and that space. Once you've met your fear and gotten to know it better, you are better able to train your brain to try on new empowering thoughts and replace toxic thoughts for good. Every thought you're having right now affects your brain cells through neurons in the connections they are forming. It's just all science, you guys. Thoughts generate feelings, and feelings, emotions are activated. anxiety, tension, fear, worry, these fight or flight reactions come from your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal complex. Try to say that 10 times fast. Okay? These fight or flight reactions come from this hypothalamic pituitary adrenal complex, and they pour stress hormones into your body in an excessive way. Your body's just trying to give you what it thinks it needs. When you have fearful thoughts, your body is trying to give you what it needs. Your thoughts and visualizations become a reality for the brain. What you think affects how you feel and how you perform. We already know that training your brain is as important as training your body. So use your mind to balance the brain and body. Use the breath to balance the brain and body. Okay? Use the body to balance the brain and the breath, right? It all is interconnected. So whether you start with the thought or you start with the breath, whatever comes easiest to you, dive in. Handshake that fear. You can construct affirmations specifically based on what you need right now. Okay? So instead of your body going into reaction mode and pouring all those stress hormones into your body, you can mindfully bring thoughts into your brain that will then translate into calm, right? Heart rate lowering, feeling empowered and hopeful. Okay, so trying on new thoughts. I recently had my teens go through and deep clean their rooms, and specifically their clothes dressers and their closets. So they could figure out what they need for the new weather, what no longer fits, what we can donate, etc. It's amazing the clothes they rediscovered in the corners of their drawers, in the corners of their closet. And I kept on hearing, oh, I forgot I had this, or oh my goodness, no way this still fits, right? It might be a little shocking when you really look at all your clothes to see what you have. If I told you that if you deep cleaned your closets, I'd give you a huge gift certificate to order any clothes you wanted online to replace them, how quick would you do it? I know I would be all about clearing out my closet so that I could replace them with new clothes. I want you to imagine that you've gotten this shopping spree. You could get whatever you wanted online, and all these boxes start arriving with your new clothes in them. You try them on. Some fit perfect, some you're going to need a return, right? And you look over all your old clothes again. You've kept some of your old clothes that are your favorites. But as you look over the whole closet in your room, you've noticed you've replaced most of the clothes with fresh, stylish, new ones that fit you perfectly and help you feel confident. Okay? I want you to picture all those clothes again. And when you picture the clothes, I want you to see them as representations of the thoughts you think. What thoughts do you wear every day? Do they make you feel confident and happy? When was the last time you really looked at your thoughts and decided, do they even still fit me? Is this who I am? Are you still holding on to thoughts you've outgrown? Why are you holding on to thoughts of fear? Does your thought wardrobe consist of a whole lot of fearful thoughts? I'm going to go through about 7 different thoughts, and then I'm going to suggest some new ones for you to try on. Okay? So as I throw out a fearful thought, maybe it looks like something in your thought closet. And then I'm going to throw out some other thoughts that you can try on. Maybe they resonate with you and you can replace those old thoughts with these new ones. Maybe you have to return them. Okay, obviously you know what you need to hear the most. I just want to give you some suggestions. I want you to leave here feeling empowered, okay, that you can take action in moving through your fears. So the first thought, very common for athletes especially, I am scared of getting injured. especially if you've gotten injured before. I'm scared of getting injured again. Okay? So I just want you to try on a few of these new thoughts. Today is a new day. Okay? So when that fearful thought comes up, just try on, hey, you know what? My body is healthy and strong. Today is a new day. I am training right and preparing my body. How about I listen to my body? I honor my body and it heals so quickly. Can you feel the difference between I'm so scared that I'm going to get injured again and yeah, today's a new day. I've got a strong and healthy body today. Number 2, I am so scared of disappointing my parents, my coach, my team, my girlfriend, my boyfriend. Disappointment. Oh, it's so heavy and it weighs on us and it brings pressure in. What if you tried on, I cannot control what other people think. I do my best and I am proud of myself. You are the only one who can control you and your own thoughts. It's not your job to try and please and make sure that other people aren't feeling disappointed. I do my best and I am so proud of myself. I showed up. How about that one? Number 3, I'm scared of making a mistake, looking stupid and embarrassing myself. We've all been there, done that. Aly Raisman, an Olympic gymnast, once said, you can't always be the best. You have to remember that everyone makes mistakes sometimes. Okay? So what if you tried on instead, this is a game. There's nothing wrong here. Humans make mistakes all the time. And I am human. I'm going to make mistakes and learn from them every day. So instead of being scared of making mistakes, be like, oh yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to make mistakes. You know why? Because I'm human. And I'm going to learn from them. Just feel the difference between the fear and the replacement. Ooh, I like this one. I am going to make mistakes because the more willing I am to suck at something, I know the more successful I will become at that thing. Like, yeah, I'm going to go make some mistakes today and learn and grow and be even better. What about number 4? I'm scared I'm going to fail. Oh gosh, what if I don't even have what it takes? What if I can't handle the pressure? What if I'm going to fail? Like, what if I'm just setting myself up to fail? Simone Biles once said, I'd rather regret the risk that didn't work out. Okay, so I'd rather regret the risk that didn't work out than the chances I didn't take at all. I would way rather regret, like, wow, I tried that thing and I failed, than I never tried at all. Michael Jordan said something very similar. He said, I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. So what if your replacement mantra, your affirmation to, combat those fears is, I can try. That sounds doable. I absolutely can try. Right? Pressure is just a challenge, a puzzle to figure out. I see you, pressure. You're just a puzzle. I'll figure you out. Failure is just feedback. And maybe I'm getting a lot of feedback today. Failure is just feedback. It just takes the pressure off. It takes the heaviness off. Failure, so much criticism and shame and unnecessary suffering heaped on you when you feel like a failure. Failure is just feedback. Number 5, I'm scared to lose. I just don't want to lose. I'm so scared I'm going to lose. is that actually going to ever serve you? What about, I let go of what ifs? I let go of what ifs. My worth isn't defined by results. And you could fill in whatever results apply to you. My worth isn't defined by my wins, my title, my stats, my position on the team. How about, I am amazing. You look at yourself in the mirror. I am awesome. I am prepared for this moment. Yes, that is empowering. I want to think of that before I go out on the court. Not, oh gosh, I hope I don't fail. I hope I don't lose. How about, man, I am amazing and I have worked so hard. I was made for this moment. Number 6, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to try new things. I'm scared of the unknown. I'm scared to get out of my comfort zone. Brené Brown once said, courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. So in that sense, you have already proved yourself to be fearless just by showing up. I love that. What if your replacement mantra was, I showed up? Like, yes, I showed up today. I am getting better at leaning into discomfort. I have already proved I am fearless just by showing up. This is going to be so much fun. I'm excited to learn something new. Or how about my favorite? Everything is figure-outable. I don't have to be scared of the unknown. It's figure-outable. I can give myself patience and time to figure it out. What about number 7? This one hits me hard. I saved the best for last. I'm scared I'm wasting my time and money. What if after all the years and coaching and training and time and money, I don't get that payoff? I don't get the scholarship. I don't go play for college. Right? Carl Lewis, who was a track and field Olympian, once said, it's all about the journey and not the outcome. No experience is a waste. There's the thought to try on. Like, nothing I do today is going to be a waste, regardless of the outcome down the road. When we take our focus off the outcome, the pressure goes down, and we make room to find joy in the now. I definitely put pressure on myself. I want to see results. I want to know that the time I'm putting into something, is worth it. What happens if the event you spent months planning gets rained out? Was all the planning worthless? Was it a waste of your time? Or do you focus on what you gained during those months? I choose to focus on what I gain every day. There is your powerful mantra. I choose to focus on what I gain every day. And when I start fearing, oh gosh, what if this is all just a waste? I'm going to go back. I'm going to look back and start writing down all the things I've learned, all the skills I've learned, all the times I have felt discomfort and gotten better at feeling discomfort, how I've learned to work with teammates, how I've learned to deal with difficult people, how I have fallen and risen again. The list goes on and on and on as you focus on what you've gained. No experience is a waste. Number 4, to help us move through fear. Okay, so we've tried on the new thoughts. And as cheesy as these new thoughts and mantras might sound to you, I promise you, if you do all the research I've done, which I have done a lot for you guys, you will find empowering mantras and thoughts just like these again and again and again. They have been proven to dissipate fear and to move that fear from the driver's seat that dictates your course to the back seat in your journey of life. They say that it takes 5 to 7 positive thoughts to combat one negative one, which is why it is so important for you to keep both hands on the wheel and drive those thoughts with intention. Author Jack Canfield once said, "Everything you want is on the other side of fear." Thoughts have energy and power. They put the wheels of life in motion. Where do you want your train of thoughts to take you? What roadblocks are preventing you from getting everything you want? It is not easy being the one on the field, the one in front speaking, the one on the stage performing, the one in the arena. I have often quoted a part of Theodore Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech when I speak to teens, and I want to share that quote with you today. He said, "It is not the critic who counts." Okay? Because let's be honest. When you are in the arena, on the field, in the court, there are a lot of people who want to criticize. And you can't spend time being in their thoughts and wondering what they're thinking. That just leads to fear and more pressure, right? I control my thoughts. I am proud of myself. Okay, so anyway, back to the quote. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end of the triumph of high achievement, or who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Being fearless is not a cakewalk. Being fearless makes you an easy target sometimes. But you were created to dare greatly. Don't be one of those people that Roosevelt talks about who don't know either victory or defeat, who lead cold, timid lives. Live a big life. I am going to end today with another one of my most often quoted individuals, Marianne Williamson. I just love her. I love what she teaches and says. She says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our dark, that frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people don't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Oh, don't you love that? When we let our light shine, we give other people permission to do the same. When we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. When you handshake your fear, you gain leverage over the obstacle that is keeping you from your potential. When you breathe deep, you bring yourself to the present, and you are able to tap into your inner power. When you try on new thoughts, you choose what direction you want your journey to go instead of letting fear drive. Unless you are in imminent danger and in harm's way, fear is not going to serve you. Fear is going to be that mountain of doubt you see no way around. Fear will be like a ceiling that contains you when you were meant to soar in the skies, limitless. So visualize what daring greatly looks like for you. Visualize what confidence feels like in you. And let's be fearless together. Thanks for listening in today. If what you heard resonated with you, let me continue to uplift, love, and inspire you through the online yoga classes I teach at ishawarriors.com. Isha Warriors is a one-of-a-kind platform created just for teens and accessible to the whole family. We offer chair yoga, beginner's yoga, all levels vinyasa and restorative, so yoga can meet you and your family's needs wherever you're at on your journey. If you enter in the code podcast30, that's podcast in all capital letters 30, you'll receive $30 off the annual teen membership. The first week is free, so why wait another minute to bring more peace and confidence into your life? See you on the mat.